watching? Come join us. We are watching this video.
Assalamualaikum everyone, we are from Group 6. You must be so curious what company we choose for our group presentation, right? So the chosen company is Genting Berhad. Basically, Genting Berhad is an investment holding company, but the group's overall nature of business dominated by leisure and hospitality operations, which form the core of global activities.
First of all, let's talk about MFRS8. Okay, so basically, MFRS8 tells the companies do not hide everything under one big number. Instead, show us how each part of your business is doing. This is to help investors to see which segments are the best performer and which segments need more help. This is like we taking our subject by subject grades instead of only final score. Now let's move on to the next part. How do we know which segments need to be shown? CODM, the Chief Operating Decision Maker. CODM is the person or a group who reviews the business performance, decides strategies and allocate resources. This could be the CEO, CFO or the top management team. And under MFRS8, the rule is simple. If the CODM uses to make the decision, then the company must report it as an operating segment. Why segments are important? Segment reporting helps everyone understand the company better. For example, you can see which division is growing, which country is making the most money, and which part needs improvement. It makes the company's performance transparent, just like showing all your subject grades instead of just your final CGPA. Okay, so now let's take a look at an example of CODM in public listed in Malaysia. And for the first one is Petronas. And the second one is Genting Berhad.
Now we move to the next part. There are two types of segmental report in Genting Berhad. The first one is business segment. This one is focuses on specific activities like leisures and hospitality, which is generating the most revenue and largest division for Genting Berhad among others. It consists of gaming, hotels, theme parks and retail, that obviously resulting the highest profit of company. Furthermore, moving on to geographical segment, where it shows how Genting Berhad performs in different countries. It helps users see which regions contribute the most and which assets are located. From the report in 2024, we can see United States of America and Bahamas have the highest assets, which is 22,849 ringgit 80 cents, while the Singapore leads the revenue. Overall, the segment helps users access regional growth and risk.
Now, I will explain about the key benefit of segmental reporting. The first key benefit is understanding revenue concentration and risk exposure. The segmental reporting helps us to understand where the company money comes from and where its assets are located. From the report, we can see in 2024, the highest earned comes from Singapore and Malaysia. That means the company is highly dependent on these two countries. If their economy slows down or if new regulation appears, the company might be affected. For the non-current asset, the most non-current assets are located in the Bahamas and the United States that were about 22.8 million ringgit Malaysia. This helps us to understand that the company might face the economic risk and geopolitical. The second key benefit is evaluating business performance and resources allocation. Segmental reporting breaks down the company performance by business group. This allows investors, creditors and managers to see which business lines are weaker and which ones are strong. From the reporting, we can see that the leisure and the hospitality segment is the biggest profit contributor that earn about 23 million ringgit Malaysia. That means this segment is the company core profit engine. Meanwhile, for the plantation segment that earn about 2 million ringgit Malaysia may need improvement and better decision making. With this information, the companies can decide where to invest more and where to cut the cost and how to allocate the resources. In conclusion, segmental reporting helps users to understand both companies' risk exposure and different across business activity segment to make a better decision, especially for investor, creditors and management.
Now, I will be explaining MFRS134 interim financial reporting and providing an example related to recent corporate activity. MFRS134 is a Malaysian financial reporting standard that provides guidelines for the preparations and presentation of interim financial reports, which are usually prepared quarterly. The purpose of MFRS134 is to ensure that investors, regulators, and other users receive timely and reliable financial information about a company's performance between annual reporting periods. These standards require companies to include condensed financial statements, selected explanatory notes, and information about the significant events and transactions that occur during the interim period. In other words, MFRS134 helps users understand how current results compare with previous periods and whether any major financial decisions or changes have taken place. A good example of a significant event that must be disclosed in an interim report is the announcement made on 28 April 2025 by Benih Restu Berhad, a wholly owned subsidiary of Genting Plantation Berhad, which are 55.4% owned by the company. Benih Restu Berhad successfully completed its second issuance of Islamic medium-term notes known as Sukuk Murabahah, worth 300 million ringgit, worth a 1.5 billion ringgit Sukuk program. This Sukuk has 5-year tenure with a profit rate of 3.88% per annum and is issued based on the Sharia principle of Murabahah through a tawarruk arrangement. This information is important because it affects the company's financing structure, future cash flow, and overall financial positions, and therefore must be disclosed under MFRS134 as a significant transaction during the interim period.
The third significant is on the 1st May 2025, a company called Genting ER Limited, which belongs to Genting Malaysia Berhad, already agreed to buy 51% ownership from Kim White Realty Limited Trust. At the same time, Genting Malaysia Berhad also want to take over a loan that Genting Empire Resort owed to Kim White Realty. Both the purchase and the loan takeover cost 41 million, which equal to 177 million ringgit each. Why they are doing this? By purchase Genting Empire Resort, Genting Malaysia Berhad can strengthen the business in the United States and also go wider in the United States. At the same time, the casino and gaming industry will expand.
Genting interim reporting provide insight at regular interval across the year, comparing both current and previous period to track financial performance and trend. In compliance with MFRS134, interim financial reporting, Genting interim statement help management and investor monitor progress, respond to market change, and assess internal performance. The statement of financial position provide a financial snapshot of Genting Berhad asset, liability, and equity at the end of Q1 2035 compared with the year-end 2034. This helps user evaluate change in liquidity, gearing, asset composition, and overall financial stability between the two reporting dates. The statement cash flow show cash inflow and outflow from operating, investing, and finance activity for the year-to-date period ending March 2035 compared with the same period in 2034. This comparison actually highlights how operating performance, capital expenditure, and financing decisions affected the company liquidity over time. Lastly, is statement of change in equity. It outlines movement in equity account, such as reserve, retained earning, and non-controlling interest between Q1 2035 and Q1 2034. It reflects how profit, dividend, foreign exchange reserve, fair value change, and share-based payment impact Genting Berhad total equity.
That's all from us.
Thank you.